Hello everyone, welcome back to another session of AWS Mastery course. In this session, we are going to learn about VPC. So VPC basically stands for Virtual Private Cloud. So in this particular session, we are going to understand like what is Virtual Private Cloud and why we need Virtual Private Cloud. So we are going to get the overall like overview of VPC in this particular session. So now let's start the session. So VPC actually stands for Virtual Private Cloud. Okay, so it's a virtual private cloud. Means it's a kind of, place like a private place, which is a kind of, isolated place. So if we try to, understand the definition, it is saying Amazon Virtual Private Cloud is a secure that lets you provision logically isolated network within the AWS cloud. Okay, so let's just look at this picture. So this is the public cloud we are having. Inside this public cloud, we are having a virtual private cloud. Okay, so we are having a virtual private cloud inside inside your AWS environment, and it is a kind of a secure place, and you're just making your isolated place for yourself, for your application, so that you can deploy or you can launch your services or you can have your data in a very secure place, okay, in a very secure manner. So it's basically kind of, security related thing when we talk about the VPC. So key concept, if we try to understand about the VPC, so it basically provides the full control over your network setting, okay, including IP address ranges, subnet, routing, and security. So these IP address and subnet routing we are going to just learn in the upcoming session. Okay, so the thing is, let's suppose you are working in a company, okay, and you're having an AWS platform, like AWS account you're having, and it's a kind of shared account and everyone just using it. And the thing is, like, you want to launch or deploy a kind of a service for yourself, and you want to make it very secure, okay, and you want to store the data, and the data should be in a very secure manner. So you are going to use what I can say VPC. Okay, so use cases we are having: hosting web application, databases, and backend system in a secure isolated environment. Okay, environment means we are just making ourselves isolated. Okay, so you have must heard about the, concept of VPN, virtual private network. So when we are using virtual private network like VPN, we are just making ourselves, isolate from a public network. We are just, changing our IP, or we are just, making ourselves kind of invisible in, like, from the normal public. Okay, so this is the same kind of, process we are just following over here. We are just doing something, very much similar to that here, here in the cloud. So that's why it is known as VPC and virtual private cloud. Okay, and for more, I can say, information, or for more understanding, you can just look at this picture. And this is the inside the public cloud. We are having we are having our own isolated space, which is VPC, and we can launch anything over here. We can store any kind of data over here in a very secure manner. So I hope you guys have understood about the, basics of VPC, why we need VPC, and what exactly the purpose of using VPC. So we have understood each and everything related to VPC as of now. So now let's meet in the next session, and in the next session we'll be understanding about the components of VPC, and in the upcoming session we are going to create VPC practically. So now let's meet in the next session. Thank you so much.